Last year, I gave a speech about my dad and got a standing ovation. I talked about taking the bus with him to Southgate Mall to go to the German bread store for sourdough bread and Gouda cheese. Then we went to the health food store for gummy bears and fruit berries and Safeway for chicken. Then taking the bus home, putting everything away and staying in the living room to eat the gummy bears. Afterwards, he would make me soup and spinach stew, my favorite. We used to watch horror movies on Friday night. He would fall asleep, but when I changed the channel, he would wake up and say I was watching that. My dad went to be a professor at Ann Arbor, Michigan in the early 90s. I wanted him to stay in Edmonton, but I was too sad to say so. He would visit twice a year, usually in June and November. He visited me in Olds on September 5th, 1995, when I was doing their transitional vocational program. He got to meet my first and only boyfriend. He didn't like him. He said my boyfriend was dishonest. My dad and I became close in my adult years. He called me every afternoon before dinner. He would ask me about celebrities because I watched Entertainment Tonight. My dad was curious and sometimes he would laugh. And I would also tell him about Toastmasters and my bowling scores and making art at the Nina Haggerty Center. My dad would get excited when I bowled over 100 or made a speech at my club. He would ask me about the Barack Obama sculpture because I was going to give it to him. Sometimes he would ask if I received the Ebony magazine he sent me. My dad had a great, deep voice, and close to the end, his voice got quieter and softer. He would always say, "I love you and I'll talk to you tomorrow." On Wednesday, October 1st, 2014, I told my dad about giving a speech at my Toastmasters club. He was very excited. Thursday, I went to work and was hoping to get a phone call when I got home, but it didn't happen. On Friday, October 3rd, 2014, I was at home by myself. The police in Ann Arbor, Michigan called to say that my dad had died. My dad was from Ghana. He went back to visit many times. He loved being a professor, and he got to teach Greek and Latin studies for many years. He had over 8,000 books. Wow! I kept a notebook. He was tall, and he liked suits. He had a green suit. That was my favorite.